Alright, so today, ladies and gents, I'm going to try to show you how to do a kickflip. There's a big old lady over there. Yeah, I'm going to show you how to do a kickflip. I'm sure most of you know how to do a kickflip, and some of you do not. This is for the people that do not. My channel is not for the very technical, good skaters, because they probably can't relate to it and they probably think I suck. But I'm going to show you how I kickflip. So if you find any of these tips helpful, then that's great. If you already know how to kickflip, then you can move on or you can keep watching. That'd be cool too. It doesn't matter. But yeah, so here we go. So the only things I would say are important for this trick is feel comfortable enough with ollies. Just the motion of that is very similar. So if you can ollie, you can probably kickflip. Just get over the fear of the board flipping between your legs. Think of it just like an ollie flick, and then catch it, and then lay it down on the ground. Simplify it in your head. Ain't a big deal. So yeah, I'll show you how I set up for a kickflip, because I feel like it's different than some people that I see. So yeah, I'll get into the foot positioning. Meow. So I'll show you my front foot position. This is probably the position that is different than other people. So stand on the board, and I do point my foot quite a bit. I'd say it's about a 45-degree angle, maybe like that. And I usually go right behind those, right in between the truck there. So I feel like that gives me a nice quick flick right there. And that's where you want to go, is right up in the corner there, like a whoocha, whoocha. So yeah, right there. Back foot is pretty standard ollie position. I do tend to have my toes hanging off, so like when you ollie, that counterbalance with the weight on your toes is going to help it reverse flip on the other side, if that makes sense. A lot of people say heel flips you put on this side because it kind of counterweights it. I also tend to have a lot more weight up front, so I'd say my head is right above there. Maybe I'll try one stationary, so you can kind of see. I don't usually do them stationary. I don't usually do them very fast either, but let's try a stationary one here. Kickflip, rolling backwards. Yeah, it's hard for me to do not moving because I'm used to that forward momentum, but yeah, you guys have probably seen tons of kickflip tutorials. I'm not saying mine's better than anybody else's. Theirs is probably better than mine. This is just how I kickflip. I'll get a slow-mo one and maybe try to break it down as it's going, so you can kind of see. It's a real slow-mo one. All right. So yeah, you can see when you're just rolling in here, you squat down to get your power there, and then as soon as you feel, even before, it doesn't matter, you're gonna figure out your timing. That's where the practice comes. But as soon as you feel that tail pop, you lift your back foot up off the board as you're sliding your front foot up to that corner like I showed you earlier, and make sure you roll your ankle and get a nice flick, just a nice flick. And then this will take practice. It's not, and no trick tip is gonna make you just, oh, I landed it because of what you said, because everybody has different style. The reasoning I set my front foot up is because back in the early 2000s, I mean, I was only about girl chocolate tech skating, so that gave me a really quick flick to get into manuals and grinds and things like that. So that was the most consistent quick flick. Nigel Houston says a similar thing. He has a consistent flick with his foot positioning. So yeah, it's more just practice. You can even hold on to something if you want, just to, you know, keep your balance upright. In my opinion, I think they are easier while you're moving, just a little bit. It's scarier at first, but it might help And that's part of skateboarding, is overcoming those fears of all those little things. We all deal with them, no matter what skill level. So yeah, I'm not very good at these trick tip things. This is probably my first one. Actually, it is my first one. So if you have any questions, just leave it down in the comments. Most of you probably haven't stick around to this point because you're like, yeah, another kickflip tutorial, yeah. That's fine. I'm doing this for fun. I'm doing this for the people that might need it and the people that might not. So yeah, appreciate you watching, and on to the next one.